check. There we go. There you go. It's making some noise. Look out. As soon as we get that 500 count going, I'll be up and running. Look out. Getting ready. Yes. I can't tell if the visual's going out like it's supposed to. Like it's supposed to. That's annoying. I'll figure it out. All right. Okay, let's. I'm hoping you guys can hear and see some images because I'm playing around with the newness. All right. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the behind-the-scenes birthday episode. I suppose I should probably make the alert box a little quieter so it doesn't drive us all completely mad. Hi, what's going on? Let me move this over here. It's going to be a crazy thing. Thank you guys so much. I feel like I should have some noise so that we appreciate what's going on. In the meantime, hello, what's going on? What's going on? All right. It's been a great day so far. Like the phone has been texting off the hook, which is lovely. Let me get some of my chat people over here real quick so I can throw some of this stuff on here. This is my little workspace where where ADD nests itself. I guess is what ADHD nests itself, which is how people would probably look at it. And I don't really often, share the inside of the house with folks. So yeah, that's right. Feel special. Thank you so much, Agent. Let me move this down here so you can see my face. Move this down. That's good. That's about right. That'll work. Thanks for the likes. That, by the way, is the greatest way to help the stream in the normal is always just throw those likes around. What's going on? Thank you, Pukshay. Good to see you. Yes, this is definitely the Mad Scientist's lab. I'll give you a little bit of a semi-tour. There's my 3D printer. Here's my dog that I've been building that's in different variations of disarray. These are two of my camera sliders, which I have just now started getting to work. So we will eventually reach a point where I can actually show some of this stuff. Thank you, Diane. And let's see, where are we going? Weird without the background. It is. Well, it's, this isn't actually where I do the show normally, just for the record. This is not where I normally do the show. This is just out in it's sort of floating around a chunk of the basement, quite frankly. This is sort of the family room, as it were. This is where the gaming and the movie watching happens. There's a TV over there, lots of storage, and that kind of thing. No thanks, need Hal and team help. Thank you. Ginger, thank you so much. And I'm sorry you couldn't stick around for Mama, I'm coming home at the end of the show. I posted it on my YouTube. I hope people have seen it. I'm going to start doing that on the channel as well. And putting those two up there, just basically trick people into subscribing to the show. People who wouldn't normally follow all the the deep level of politics that I do. But it's kind of crucial. So let's see. So there you go. What's happening? Yes, ADHD home address. That's exactly right. Did you see? I'm scrolling through to show some of these on the. You see, Comey has been indicted. Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere. They're just trying to cost him money. It's going to be a total fail. Again, they want the courts to work. I'm just saying. Aw, what? Yeah. This wasn't supposed to. You tricked me. Hi.
Well, I was supposed to get them earlier, but I forgot because you it, so
that's so sweet.
For you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm gonna have to pound these all while I'm on camera.
No, want to eat, so you just blow the candles out.
Just blow the candles out, and then we'll eat them later because we're going to dinner.
Yeah.
And that's the only appropriate way.
Yes.
Thank you. Summer, everybody. Everybody, summer.
I'm not singing though. So.
Why not? That's not. That's right. Okay, so I already know what I'm wishing for. So. We're spaced out very well. It's good. Thank God it's it's emblematic candling as opposed to the real one. It's the I've got dibs on the red velvet one.
I got you extra of those.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Love you. That was sweet. That was unexpected. I was not expecting that. I thought I like until I heard the noise upstairs. I thought you'd already taken off to go.
Because Bucky decided he was going to. I just went back up there and he was eating one of them out of the box.
Bucky was having his way with my bundt cakes.
Yes,
he was. I think we're gonna have to bring him down here and share him with everyone. That's just the reality. Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, Matt. Thank you. In appropriate House Sparks Megaworldwide language. Can I just fucking say that it's great to be able to say fucking shit on my fucking channel? And speak like a grown-up since we're talking about grown-up stuff. You know what I mean? Looks like the bridge of a Klingon vessel. As we're not far off. That's my Sinistar over there. Let's see. Hold on. I don't want to trigger people's Siri, so.
No.
Yep. Oh, here he comes. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Oh, come here, buddy.
Yeah, he had some.
He was trying to have my bundt cakes. He was
licking his lips when I came back.
Right. What are you trying to do? He just thinks everything is edible. Like he wants to taste it all. He's the hedonistic cat. Look, he's just draping. He's like, I'll just hang, just sit here. This is Bucky, everyone. Everyone, Bucky. If you haven't met him, there you go. Are you gonna see? I feel like you should take him back upstairs too, because he will run around under here. Because I'm not currently giving him treats, although I do have a stash of treats.
Behind the scenes.
I know this is true. This is the reality. This is what we deal with on the regular.
This is life,
isn't it? Isn't it, little buddy? There you go. All right, he's following you because you're treat bound. Is what's happening. Hi, everybody. I feel like let's see. There should be. I need a chat window is what I need on this thing. Hold on one second. Put in preview mode, and then I'm going to go to. I'm going to add a thing. Let's duplicate this
scene,
and we'll call it chat. And excellent. And then what I'll do is I will add an element. So go to this. I think I have to do the chat embed thing or whatever. The easiest way might just be able to put a window in there. We shall see what we shall see. But I was just building as I was going to do it and visit with you guys in the regular show area. But I was like, you know what? I should just show you guys this since I'm only going to be on for about an hour. So I will. I'll end up, if that's okay. Is that all right? Is that okay with you guys? Just kind of show you the behind the scenes edges. I don't know if I can. I wish this thing could follow me around as I got up and walked around. What's up, CSL? Yes, this is where the 24-hour streams happen, right? Over on the other side of this desk, or this workbench table thing. Which it may not look like it, but there is an organizational structure to this. God damn it! I have a like. Okay, so excuse me. This is the. So this. Hello. Hi. This is the thing. I'll Gollum my way through this, but there's this little thing is so I can rest a guitar neck on this, and then you can lay the guitar on there, and then you can work on it. But I'm not using that currently because I'm working on other electronics craziness. So I've got my 3D printer and then my little Pico projects that I'm working on. And this is the heart of the thing. Hold on. That I'm building currently. And I have two of these because I'm experimenting. Um, these are, the whole NVIDIA thing we've heard about with AI and all that kind of stuff that you hear me annoying Rob Glenn with on the regular. Okay. This is the Orin Jetson Nano, which is a computer board. It's a single board computer. It's really just it's actually like a peripheral board attached to the AI board themselves. Like it's like actually two, so they're kind of tricking you. Anyways, this can handle an AI downloaded onto it and running by itself, unconnected to the internet, at a quality of up till, I mean, there are models out there that are maybe a month old that you can put on this thing, and it operates at a like it's like having a little Library of Alexandria in your house. And so I have my goal is to I've built one before, but this was early on in our whole Friday Eye thing, and it was just slow, and you had to use a terminal to talk to it, and blah blah blah. But this one you'll actually be able to speak to. It'll have voice to text and text to voice, so it'll be able to reciprocate. And I don't want to. I was going to like buy an old Mac, like 128 Mac that somebody has out there that doesn't work, and basically hollow it out, because I've always wanted to turn one of those into a fish tank too. But I figured a better use of it, put a little fake screen in it, and use one of these guys and make a little like super modern old fashioned Mac using what's effectively this little shitty $125 touchscreen, and then just put that in there and that thing. But this is so big that I was like, I kind of want to do something else. So I'm doing a secret lab rats related project with this thing, which will be out soon. And then, so I think what I'm going to do is I have like one of those Iron Man helmets, the kind that opens in the front, and it's mostly for show. It's supposed to be wearable, but come on. If it's not bulletproof, I'm not putting it on my head. So or you can't wear it on a motorcycle. It's not worth that. It's not really a helmet. It's a hat that covers your face. So, but it looks really cool. So I was like, maybe I just build it inside there, and then when it talks, I can make the lights in. It's got lights in the eyes, so I can take the USB. Am I nerding you out? This is my goddamn birthday. I can nerd all I want to. So just deal with it, okay? Um, I'm going to turn that into like the housing for the whole thing, so I can have this Iron Man helmet that just sits there and you can talk to it. I know. Just don't start, okay? Do not kill my dreams of super nerddom. There is also the other one. So this is the kind of the big highfalutin one, because it has an SSD drive that can hold more information. This one does not. So I'm going to get one and put it on here. And this will probably be, wait for it, the Nerd Halen AI. An AI trained literally to be the biggest Van Halen fan ever, and it'll probably sit on the table at our merch booth when we play, or if I can get it to play through screens and just kind of interrupt with details about the songs or something that would genuinely drive Caleb batshit. So that's I have these. This is what I'm planning, just so you guys know. And it's why my desk it's a slight nightmare. I'm okay, but Marianne, thank you so much. But this is, everybody always looks to like, hey, how do you, with all the craziness, how do you keep your sanity? And I've felt for a long time that the best way to deal with insanity around you, and I've had plenty of it even before the current unpleasantness, is to be damn good at something. That's how you do it. Just, just move with the intention of being fucking good at something. And if you're not good at what you want to be good at, get good at it. It's a great use of your time. Because even if you fail at being great at it, you'll still be damn good at it. If that makes any sense. And whether it's it's how I've learned foreign languages. It's how I've kind of schooled myself on economics and business because of the stuff we have to cover on the show. These are the things that, you know, both they aid what I'm doing, right? These are skills that are useful, in mocking and being a court jester as I am, but also it's good for your own sort of mental health. As Colin Hayes would say, there's nothing wrong with my state of mental health. Let's see. Happy birthday. Thank you. Yes, I am a Libra, Hippoporium. Thank you. Well, have fun. I can't do AI today. I need comedy today. Have a good night, everyone. I'm not doing AI today, Kelly. I'm talking about me today. It's my goddamn birthday. That's not the topic. I'm letting you. I'm not talking even about AI. I'm talking about what I do. And so, if you're not interested in who I am as a person, then I don't even know what I'm even doing here. It's okay. I'm be fine. Yeah. Uh, your mind tells you it's just fine. That's fine. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Jose. Yay, Libra. Yes, we're all these holiday party babies, right? And let's see. Install low voltage lights. Oh, believe me, I have plenty of those. Here, hold on. Open up something on my desktop. I know I'm just asking for trouble in this situation, but let's see. I'll turn this on, and there's a bunch of these things that are just updating currently. Sinistar's making noise. Oh, and I can turn on my 3D printer from here. That's not the sound of my 3D printer. That's the Sinistar making noise, by the way. Which it will do because it's meant to be in a game room all the time. So it's pretty great. I'm going to turn it off for now though because it will drive us crazy. Let's see. I'll turn on these guys and this thing, and then this guy, and then should we turn on some table lamps and turn on the ceiling light over there, which is great. The nice thing about this is where am I? I'm just, and by the way, I'm just messing around. But let's see, this would be the ceiling. That's the ceiling, the dome light. Everything's moved around on me. Oh, it's just being quiet right now. So here, let me check in with you guys. You really want to learn a language? I got to tell you, it's never been easier. This is the day. Thank you. Happy personal New Year's Day. Thank you very much. And I have to say, okay, I don't want to get too distracted and just kind of messing around with my own desk in this regard, as you would, because believe me, if you get me started on the number of these things I have plugged into things around it, this will be the rest of the show. Just screaming goats the whole time. Also on my desk, ET, mainly for the sex appeal. I also have a bunch of my Captain Americas are on the desk. This is a pen, which is really awkward and weird, but it's a working flying uh, Captain America pen. My son, because he knows I love Captain America, gets me these for like Father's Day and stuff like that. That's the going gift. And anytime they like release a new one, I end up somebody ends up dropping it off on my doorstep, which is really lovely. This is also, let's see, what else do I have around here? These are this is a 3D print of my symbol on a Les Paul switch cover. So on the back of my guitar, where the switch cover is, that little flip switch on a Les Paul, there's to cover the electronics on the back. There's a little circle like this. So like a nerdy dummy, I made one with my symbol built into it and stuff. And this is another printout of the spark with a little hole in the side of it so that you can wear it as a necklace. Another prototype thing that I'm kind of always doing, just so I can have noise in the basement going while I'm while I'm sitting here. And I'm gonna scroll through. Oh yeah, and I still need to put up a. Hold on one second. Publish. There we go. I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna put the chat room on here, and then I think I can. Let's see. Chat. There we go. There we go. So I can put you guys up so that I can see you. And let's see. Add a. It's like. You guys, this is a window display something. Windows, but no. How about this? Just the embed. Embed and stream. Chat for events. Copy. All right. And then we'll do a browser thing in here. And we'll call it this. Yes. There you go. Chat. High resolution mode. Keep running. Add widget overlay. There it is. Oh, you dick. Gotta interact with it. You're so rude. Okay. Open in web browser. There we go. So silly. Go away. All right. And I want a regular, I'm just going to do a window display. There we go. And then we'll try and make it show as Safari. And we'll do this. And we'll take this guy right here and go option. Whoops. Oh, no, I don't want to. There we go. We'll move this over here. And then I can put you guys in next to me. I think. It's a bit of a mess. I'm not a fan. I feel like I'll try to do it like this. I know what I'm doing. I'll do it like this. And then I'll add a camera like that. I suppose. No, that won't work. I don't like it. He's like, yeah, this will work. I don't care if it doesn't look great. Let's just do it this way. There you go. Hey, it's you guys. Look at that. You lovely folks. Ta-da! Thank you guys. I was trying to like find a way to put all the people saying happy birthday on there. Thank you, Ken. Put all that up on the screen, but it was becoming a bit of a a pill. So let me grab this guy, and I'm gonna don't move much, you crazy thing. Wants to move over. Oh, it thinks it's leaving the screen. I see. Okay, so I've got to open up a different one. That won't work. See you later. Thank you, Denise. Have fun. Thank you, D-Train. Good to see you. May you live to see the dawn. Oh, that's very sweet. Always love a Prince reference. You just spend the show thanking everyone for your birthday donors. Yeah, well, yes, that's totally fine. I'm allowed to do that. I'm gonna do this overlap of let's see, a camera. Yeah, that's better. And we'll take this, and we'll put this over here, and then we'll drag this and make it bigger, like that, so that I can see you guys. And then this'll do it. Hold on. This is how it should be. Wait 1 second. I'll show you in 1 second. Um, this is how the show should be proportioned in life. Thanks, Ophelia. There we go. We'll poink. There you go. Hi. Yeah, that'll work. Thank you, NNYL. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's totally cool. There we go. I'll take this guy and move it over here, I guess, out of the way. Most direct way to send me, yes, that's true, Mark P. Thank you. And by the way, thanks a lot, Mark P. Just saying. Thank you. Very much. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. Yeah. Oh, Jan, thank you so much. Oh my God. You're in Canada, it seems. Treat my friend Chris Bono well. He is up there with you guys. I'm not saying he deserves to be treated well. I'm just saying I expect it from Canadians. I would never decide in any way that, get between you and your own personal judgment. Let's see. What else can I share with you guys around here that's fun? This is, in my world, you can never have enough of these, which is Velcro cable ties, especially when you have cats and a lot of electronics. That'll do it. This is a little anime statue that's a little bit ridiculous, but Cam liked it, and it reminds me of him. He basically does this dance sometimes, and it's pretty hysterical. By the way, he's getting straight A's. I'm just saying. Like, one of the gifts for my birthday was, when I was talking to him today, he got 102% on his math test, which I thought was pretty hilarious considering what percent means, but still, yeah. I think Gavin should just do it without a vote. Oh, you mean the redistricting? I don't think it matters. I think making Trump fret about it is more important than anything else. No wiring. I have some of that stuff. I feel like let's see. I can scope this out a little bit. Yeah. I agree. It's fucking amazing. Let's see. Should we do a little show and tell? Let me frame this up a little bigger so that I'm not completely missing, and you guys can still. Damn it! Move over here. Crazy thing. There we go. I'm gonna put this. Yeah, this is my workshop area. What else can I show you? That's cool. Oh. This is the first step, but this is also one of my goals for the year. This is the physical structure of the house I want to build, then obviously without roof. 2 stories, 2 stories, 3 stories, 3D printed concrete house. I know it looks like Mickey Mouse this way, but it's actually meant to be like phases of the moon. The house will be sort of on property if you saw it from the sky like this. And then on this side, it will have I would like a crescent-shaped, you gotta have your dream house, right? You gotta have a crescent-shaped swimming pool that creates a half moon, over here. And then the idea in theory is bottom floor is a garage back here, top floor is a studio, living quarters are basically all in here, and then the front has half this floor, built out, so it's exposed down to the bottom floor in the front, and it's like a big living room area, that kind of thing. So this was, when I was at Rob Glenn's, I was trying to explain to him the basic outline of it, and he whipped together 3 cylinders and slapped them together like this for me. And so this became kind of my totem for the design I'm working on. But the idea is that I want to build a mansion for myself a big house, a big ridiculous house that hardly costs anything. Because in many ways, one of the best things that in the early days, pre Elon Musk and pre Elon Musk being crazy, that Tesla did was it took electric cars out of looking like bookends or an electric shaver and put them in the body of a Lotus, and that made people excited about the idea. And so I think 3D printing will be the solution for affordable housing. And it doesn't just have to be small houses, it can be reasonable sized domiciles for human beings. But until somebody is building the bigger houses, people won't move away from traditional buildings. So the idea is you have to build a giant project and show off the fact that a house that's like 7,000 square feet, which is about what this thing would ultimately be, would cost about as much as a 3 bedroom, 2 story house now. Like a little, like a, standard kind of block house at any, on any place. So make it out of hemp. I'm making it out of concrete. It'll be printable concrete. But it will also have carbon captured in the concrete as part of its process. So while it's making it, it will capture carbon into the concrete foundation and into the walls that would equal the cost of the carbon that it would take to make the house. The whole house project in theory would take less than 2 months. So there you go. Which room is for the cats? You know how cats are, all of it. Yeah, the Audi house, that is for sure. But it's designed on moon phases, and because I'm a Mason, it's in 3 sections of 3 and whatever. There's like sacred geometry in the shape concept just for the sake of doing it, not because it's it's the Illuminati Mickey Mouse Club 33 mansion, but it's just for that style aspect of it. So the throughput in it and all that kind of stuff, and the roofs would all be solar panels, and it would run off it in the places where I'd want to build it. There would be geothermal power, and so it would be built into the landscape so that it would benefit from all the hot water would come from geothermal. You wouldn't need any electricity for that at all. If you did part of the year or something like that, the solar panels could do some of it. It would have a battery backup system, and so it would put energy into the grid the entire time. So that's the whole point. Locations wise, I feel like it's going to have to be in like Idaho, Montana, Wyoming up there, so I can annoy them with my liberal politics as well. Um, so yeah, there you go. Probably not near earthquake. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Cone-shaped roofs. No, the roofs will be flat for the most part with a slight grade, and the grade itself will be on like it will lift and follow the sunlight as the day goes, like that. And so it will it'll use like very low level electricity, but the idea is that the solar panels would be in a big disc on the roof that fits the shape of the roof, and it would just tilt as the sun moves to follow the best path to get as much sunlight as possible. And the concept, I think, would be on would be using magnets. So all you have to do is shift the current that flows through it, and that would change the direction of the magnet, and that would tilt it so that you wouldn't have to use any energy. The magnet would do it automatically, like if that makes sense. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Your dad must love the idea. He does. He just hates the round walls idea because he's very old school in the Frank Lloyd Wright. He's like, where are you going to hang your posters? And I'm like, well, inside you can you can create flat walls during part of it, but you can also make it sort of octagonal or sexagesimal, or you can have flat walls inside that kind of like show off the Pythagorean theorem. It's never mind that. Then I'm getting way too nerdy. Which would be how the front section is divided. That's so part of my goals every year is to like move myself closer to my dream house, and that's how you do it, and that's what. Um, Simmer down. My 3D printer's on over here. I almost feel like, let's see, should I throw something on there? Let's go. Let's open the Creality website. Let's see, Creality. I don't think I've got time to print a whole thing while I'm sitting here, but why not? Let's see. Not too nerdy. I think it's just nerdy enough, quite frankly. Import a 3D model of something that I need to print. Let's see. I've got this. Where's my 3D items? There you go. 3D models. What's in here that I need to go? I don't know. All right. I definitely don't have time to do an entire Mandalorian helmet. Let's see. Sci-fi soft parts. Tony Stone. I just do a part of the lower side of the crystal ring of this. Just do a part of the support cage. Yeah, I'll do the main crystal for. No, that would be the wrong thing. Yeah. That's what I'll do. I'll just print one of my own symbols. Boink. And take this and go scale it. And I'm being boring right now, and I understand that, but you're just going to have to deal because it's my goddamn birthday. So there you go. Scale. There we go. Uniform scale. Make this a little bigger. Okay. And then slice that plate. Print that plate. Print. It's going to start leveling itself. What's going on? So it's doing it. Hold on. Let me hide this little window. There you go. Now my 3D printer will go through the process of self-leveling the bed, and then it will start grinding something. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. I loved singing the Ozzy stuff. It was great. I really liked the Iron Man video. I gotta say, Wes, of the 3 songs I was doing, I'm obviously I know Iron Man, but I was least familiar with it because like I love Crazy Train. Who doesn't? I love Mama, I'm Coming Home because I'm a huge Zach era fan of Ozzy, and so like the back of my hand, I know those songs. Iron Man is curious because it doesn't have a chorus, and so it tells a story, but it's in the beginning it's fairly clear. It's descriptive narrative, and you can tell the story of it. And one of the things that we run into when you're doing the jam is that you know the song, or you think you know the song until you have to sing it. And then your brain goes, oh, wait, we're singing the whole thing. And everybody realizes, oh, shit, I only know the first verse. And then after that, I'm like, I don't know. And so I had to go through this whole process of learning the song again for myself so that it told a story. I'm 56. I am 56 today. That's how, yeah. PC, thank you so much. Oh, and my phone's in the other room again. God damn it. But that's Mappy. Yeah. One of the games. Yeah, and so Iron Man turned out great. I was very surprised because it was one of those songs where I was really fixated on the lyrics so much. Yes, I am. I'm 56 now. And after I got over that hump of like making sure I knew it, it ended up being like one of the most easy to, like the most performative. I got really excited about it as I was doing it, more so by the moment. Yeah. Oh, nice. Happy birthday. Yeah. Thank you, Sandy. What's the next thing skill or you want to learn to develop? Oh, okay. So banjo. So I can I can string a banjo and play it like a guitar, like a 5-string guitar, basically, in that kind of tuning. But clawhammer banjo is something that I've always wanted to learn. And my dad gave me a banjo last year as a gift, and he was like, "Which? Oh my God, Julie, thank you so much. Good Lord, bless you." My dad gave me this banjo. I'll show it to you. I love this thing. It's just gorgeous. So hold on. Coming. So this banjo, um, yes, it's my and this isn't too. So my dad asked me what he had like 3 banjos, and he was like, "I want to give you a banjo. I know you wanted one. Which one do you want?" And there's one that he has that is like an antique. It's a big deal. It's a I'm fairly certain like Earl Scruggs owned it, and it's been and it's from the fucking 30s or something. It's probably worth a lot of money, and but my dad fixed it up a long time ago, and he's had it for a long time, and it's very nice. But this one, my dad and his friend John Dutiel built together. They literally made this one out of an old body, like a that they had, and then they did all the woodwork on the neck. They did all the that's Tempest or playing in the background or Quicks, sorry, and all the my dad did all the inlays. That's those mother of pearl inlays. My dad carved all those, routed out the neck where those go, and installed that mother of pearl in there. So my father made this banjo with his bare hands, and he made the inlays with his friend John Dutiel, who I love dearly. John passed a few years ago, and he was one of my, my dad has a lot of awesome friends, and I adore them. He's only had a couple of ones that we could pass on, and even those guys were okay. But in the like just in his pantheon, there was like a couple of guys who were always around my upbringing, and John Dutiel was one of them. He was just a lovely guy, and so the fact that my dad and John made this together is what made it meaningful to me. So that's the one I wanted, and so I'm going to learn to play it. And part of it will be just stage one. I have a system that I use to learn things called the GIST system, which I jokingly refer to as "get your shit together," but it's the essence of it is get the gist. Don't play for like learn your chords and start strumming, and then whatever the picking order you're going to use, and just sit there like a dickhead and do this. And until it's annoyingly comfortable to do, then start putting it together. That you get the gist of the movements involved. And that's it. It's how you jump ahead to starting to make music. Like piano is very easy in that way, in that it's just repeating keys over and over again. And if you can sit there and kind of fuck around in one section, you can fuck around in all the sections, and then you start doing things like the beginning of like We Are the Champions, where he's going blung 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 blung, and you're like, oh, it's the same notes. So he's just going up the keyboard, and it sounds really lovely, and it's not a lot of work, but it makes you comfortable with the thing. So that's what the gist system is, what I call it. It's just get your shit together. Just what are the parts? What are the things? And it's also how I memorize lines for a show sometimes. It's like there are lines that are very easy, and there's lines that suck. And so the lines that suck, what you do is you just repeat that line mechanically. That one, don't try to act it, just get the words perfectly in the right order to where it's annoying. And then what will happen, ironically enough, is that the lines you're the most committed to that just come out on their own will be maybe natural, but the lines that hung you up will actually have a more fluidity to them because you're more relaxed saying them than anything. And what naturally comes out, your sort of hidden emotions will carry through. So it's just always worked for me, and it also helps keep you in the moment. But anyway, that's for this year. Getting the fundamentals of 5 string banjo is what I want to do this year for myself as a musician. Like that's a skill, and it's something you can build on all the time. Sorry, my mic is a tad hot. I blame myself. Hold on, is that why? There we go. Check, check, check. Is that a little better? So yeah, yeah. There you go. What's wrong with Satan? Such a good question. I think he's rude. You know, how you struggle. Banjo is American in origin, is it not? Yes, the modern banjo as it is, yes. It's based on an Irish instrument and an African instrument, as a lot of American plectrums are. Um, yes, Satan cannot play banjo. He sucks at fiddle too. He gets his ass kicked every time he whips it out. So there you go. So yeah. So I'll end up sitting down here like an asshole doing that over and over again. Because that's the. And then. No, this is a 5 string. It's 4 on the top up here, and then this guy. The That guy is a drone, and it's most of the time, right? It's a 5 string banjo. 4 on the top, 1 on the side. There you go. You heard Satan was pregnant? That might explain his mood. Yeah. Um, anyways, that's the goal. I do not play banjo right now, and the goal is to learn it fearlessly. And you know what? I gotta say, part of the thing with a jam night, let's talk about that for a second. Let me put this down so it can rest in a safe space. Um, okay, so when I started singing in high school in my band with Johnny, I was not a good singer by any means. As a matter of fact, they only wanted me to be the singers because I was brave or brash or full of myself enough to do it. And I knew all the words to the songs they wanted to cover in the band. And everybody else played something. The Dutails are lifelong friends of mine. Oh my God, Zendu, then you know what I am talking about. John, I love John. He's a good man. He was a good man. And Nancy and everybody, they're just lovely people. So, so I, when it came time from, I love music and I love the idea of singing, and I had a natural affinity for singing, but no I had no God-given pipes. Let's just say that. Like there was no point where that anybody in church or somebody was going, my God, that boy's got the voice of an angel. You know what I mean? I never had one of those moments. By the way, on almost anything I did except being funny, which was effortless since I was a kid. But even then, it was annoying. So, like to everybody, if you don't know, if you're not in on the joke that I'm telling, the kid's just an asshole. I agree, Deborah. I do have the best people in my chats. So I wanted to sing. I love the idea of singing. I believe everybody can sing. It's just a matter of figuring it out. And I didn't sound like who I liked musically. I didn't sound like Paul Stanley when I sang. I didn't sound like fucking Kansas when I sang, whatever it was. I just didn't. And I was like, but I want to. And so I just decided I would be good at it. And a couple of things were inspiring to me about it, and one of the biggest ones was people that I hated, people whose singing voices I hated were incredibly inspiring to me. The idea that Bob Dylan and Neil Young could be, famous singers is fucking ridiculous. So it took the pressure off. And I eventually, because I had this moment, I don't know if I told you guys this, I've mentioned it before, but it's been a long time, and some of you are relatively new. You can too. Carrie Ed, everyone can sing. It's just a matter of letting yourself. People's ability to sing predicates almost entirely on their ability, on whether or not their parents told them to be quiet too often when they were a kid. So, when I was, and luckily, my parents, told me to keep quiet a lot, but only in church and funerals, stuff like that. The rest of the time, I could make all the noise I wanted, and I spent a lot of time alone when I was a kid. A lot of time alone out in the woods, and really nobody. But there was no one around to say no. I mean, it almost killed me a couple of times, obviously, but I would move the speakers on our stereo out onto the porch and just reenact Kiss Alive for our cats. Right? Right? If Dean Martin could sing, we could all sing. And that's right. That's exactly right. Most people think they can't sing because they're not allowing them to just make the noises that come naturally from themselves, and then they never are able to train it to find the note. That's the second step. That's the part that you work on. You can make the notes. You can sing flat. You can sing sharp. Just sheepdog those notes back into place. So over time, most of the people, that we take for granted as being really talented, the reason they're good at it is because, I've always said talent is falling in love with something before everyone else does. Most of the talented piano players, awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys are lovely. I'm gonna get all choked up. Damn it! I'm trying to tell a story. So, most of the people that are talented at an instrument or any kind of acting, whatever it is, they just fell in love with it early, and they got past the shitty part of it at a young age. Everything you're trying to learn sucks in year 3. Okay, just start there. Anything you want to do. I don't care if it's fucking fly an airplane, play the fucking fiddle, piano, learn a foreign language. The third year always sucks. The first 2 years, you're always making progress. You're limping through. The first year, it's just kind of like simple things, and you're just proud of limited words. You're like, oh, I can kind of get the idea. The second year, you're picking up stuff. You're getting conversation. Third year, that's when you get into training your ear to listen to what someone's saying in a foreign language, or expanding beyond just kind of the mechanics of playing and those kind of things, really moving into it. And it sucks. It's the hardest part. It's when people plateau. Most people plateau in year 3. That's why the world is full of yellow belts. For real. Usually in most martial arts, if they're not rushing you and it's not this bullshit belt factory that a lot of places have turned into, if you're really getting them organically, if you're really getting a belt in a art form, it shouldn't be any more than one a year. And by the third one, you're getting into green belt, and that's when the testing gets hard and it becomes physically painful, the learning process, and you're really stretching yourself, no pun intended. And so it sucks. And so a lot of people give up. They think it's just them. They think that they're just bad at it. Other people must be magic. No one else feels the way they do. It must just be them, and they quit. They bail out, or they get stuck at a plateau and they get frustrated and they never break through. They never find a way to break through. Right? It's an OGI gym. The your gym doesn't wear belts. That's good. No, a no gi gym. I see. So you mean your dojo is no gis? Gotcha. Okay. So when a kid learns an instrument or a kid learns a talent, um, everything sucks when you're a kid. Everything sucks. And most people, if you start working on something when you're 10 or 11, whatever it is, by the time you're 13, life sucks because you're a teenager. And so the interesting thing is as much as it sucks, you don't blame the piano. You don't blame French or Spanish for everything sucking. You just think the world sucks. And one of the things that makes you feel better about yourself is the progress you're making in this thing, whatever it is, the talent that you're taking on. And so that's why young people will learn faster and better in these than older people do, because they have no illusions about the world not sucking. They think it all sucks. So they don't blame the difficulty on what they're learning. You don't get to skip the sucky part, no matter what you're learning. Nobody has a magic, like gem that or a fucking matrix thing where they can stick it in the back of their head and year 3 just goes away. Year 3 always sucks. So when you're going to learn something, just plan for year 3 sucking. Go, this is it. This is the plateau. I knew this. This is, you got to pay your dues. This is it. This is when it starts to suck. And then you can go, all right, I can plan for when I get bored. I can plan for when I get frustrated ahead of time. Right? For me, it's month 3. All right. No, that's just the normal frustration at the beginning. Beginning year is difficult, but only ego allows you to kick off in the first year. Year 3 is when you think your ego buries you in it. So, anyways, what the point I'm trying to make is that I have no illusions, and this is from just like, because when I was a kid growing up in Kentucky, everything was hard. Right? So I never expected anything to be easy. And it made shit so much easier. It really did. Because I didn't have any illusions that it would be simple or comfortable or whatever. And as a matter of fact, there was a joy in the discomfort because I knew it was part of it. I knew it was going to be hard, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is the part everybody bitches about and stops. And so I would just keep going. And it's why I have as many skills as I do. It's not because of some like genetic thing. It's not, simple, like because it certainly wasn't because I was afforded some sort of educational opportunity. I didn't go to fucking Juilliard. I would have loved that. It would have made a huge difference in my career if I'd grown up in a different area, been able to go to Juilliard, been able to, I keep thinking, I watched that Christopher Reeve documentary and he and Robin Williams were roommates there. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like if I had the opportunity to like be surrounded with those kind of people in that kind of an environment, the idea of it would have just, I'd have danced to school every day. And thank God for New Trier having the great theater department it had. Thank you, Casey. Bless you. Right? So I just thought it like you're getting better when it sucks. Right? Like, oh, I'm at the edge of my ability now. Okay, so the jam. So when the jam came along, it was after I had recorded an album with Zero One, my band, and you know, R.I.P. Robert Hall, bless his heart, for and I'll be forever grateful for him to for getting that off the ground, forcing me to figure out that I could sing and play at the same time, and which I did not believe I could do at the time, and the jam came along at a time when I was like, I've been playing and singing, but not just singing. I've been playing guitar and stuff, and so I'm sort of like distracting myself with both of these skills at the same time and building this thing. But I never learned my who I am as a front man because of all the technical stuff I was doing. Because I had to worry about my guitar, I had to worry about what was going on, and I didn't do it all my life, so I was playing catch up. It's always, you're always playing catch up. And then the jam came along, and I was like, I'm going to treat this like frontman school. That's what it's going to be for me. That's what I'm doing. Every time I go, no matter, and that's why I didn't give a shit what songs they gave me a lot of times, even though Paulie has a history of giving me the songs nobody wants to learn because either the notes are too high or there's too many words or it's the least popular song, whatever it is. I decided at one point that I was like, I don't care. I've got work to do. I have schooling. I have to learn something. I've got to figure out who I am on stage as a singer, and I'm not going to be able to do it the easy way. So I'm just going to make it as hard for myself as possible and just embed myself in it. The more difficult the song, the more complicated the song, the more it pushed me, the better, because the goal was always, I knew I was doing it right when I would lose myself in the song. If I felt slightly out of my mind while I was singing, where I was performatively a part of the song, which is the goal always, obviously, but easier said than done. And so I spent a lot of time on the jam, like fucking up in public. Instead of going to a singing coach and being in a room and going through, flat notes and wearing my voice out and all that kind of stuff and not having technique, all that stuff, I had to do it in public, which added another layer of difficulty to it, which was very healthy. So that ended up being, for me, are we getting ready to go? Like,
Well,
do we
sure
have,
not.
huh?
If
What?
we were gonna go early.
Oh, that's right. We're gonna,
You
yes.
don't have to. I
No,
mean,
no. I'll wrap up on this, but it's crucial. So, um, she and I are gonna go to dinner. Summer's taking me to dinner, so we're gonna head out in a minute. Um, but by doing that, by raising the level of difficulty for myself beyond what's necessary and making it more of a struggle. It's like wearing a weight vest when you're running. It ended up honing my skills faster. Yeah, stage time equals practice times 10. You're absolutely right, Jenna. So I just dove in that regard. And there are moments where some of the songs that I've done there or whatever, where that's clicked and I'm like, that's it. That's what I'm doing. That's me, the singer, coming to life. Doesn't mean I'm at the end of my arc and now it's just from this point on it's artistry and no technique. Quite the opposite. It's one of my favorite phrases about learning anything that was from Steve Vai, where they were like, you know, he was like, is it, your goal, was it always your goal to be a virtuoso? And he said the goal is not virtuosity, the goal is abandon. That you get so good that you don't have to think about it. It's the whole Bruce Lee, like it hits, it strikes on its own. That's what he was talking about. And it takes a lot of practice and it takes a lot of suck and it takes a lot of pushing past the edge of yourself. And it takes in the performing arts, it takes embarrassment. It's part of it. You have to bare your ass to the public on purpose. You have to be willing to go there. Yeah, with stand up, I've always said like you have to be willing to look like an asshole. Cool kills comedy. It will suck the fun out of everything if you're trying to be cool while you're up there. You'll miss the point, with rare exception. So, anyways, so that's on my mind as I do. I treat my birthday as my new year, and I do my New Year's resolutions on my birthday, and I recommend you guys do it as well. And if you don't want to do it on your birthday, do it on mine, because at least the gym won't be full. If you decide I gotta go back to the gym, well, if you do it with everybody else, it's going to be packed. One of the best ways to avoid that is do your New Year's resolutions on your birthday.
Or just go to the gym all the time.
They're not there yet. If you're not going to the gym all the time, how do you get yourself to go to the gym all the time? Most people do New Year's resolution, try to get themselves, and then they go for 2 weeks in January.
They'll never start in the cold.
Yeah, and they'll never start in the cold. That's true. Well,
Gym.
yeah. Well, here it's never cold, so.
It's cold. My gym.
That's true. Yours is open, right? Yeah, yours' window's open. All right. Have I ever listened to Ingve? Of course I have. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. That's another conversation for another time. All right, and I've got. Let's see. Hold on. Let me play.
Can I answer that?
Huh?
Can I answer that?
No, because you don't know who Ingve is for the most part. So no, young lady. Just saying. All right, where's my? I had my little music window open because I wasn't using my regular sound thing. I made I went on Suno and I took it'll do cover tunes of your music. So the song I wrote for my theme song that you guys know, I went and I made like break into Electric Boogaloo versions of it. So this is my theme song with that style. All right. See? All right, I'll see you guys later.
Right on the beat.